My name is Haruhiro Ichinose. I'm an ordinary second-year high school student. I know this is sudden, but for your information, I have a girlfriend.
Hey, Haruhiro! Let's go home together.
Sure, Kuzuha. Let's go then. Her name is Kuzuha Sayarenji. She is a childhood friend who has been going to the same school with me since elementary school. She has a cheerful personality and is good at communicating with other people, so she has a lot of male friends. Over the weekend, I'll study at home to be prepared for the final exam period starting next week. I was hungry, so I decided to buy some food. I was on my way to the convenience store when the incident happened.
I can understand that. He's a kind person, but that's it. He doesn't have anything else he can be proud of. In short, he's talentless.
Well, what do you think about me then? I'm good at many things, kind and funny. I definitely won't disappoint you.
Wow, you rock!
I can see Kuzuha and the guy holding hands. I couldn't believe what I just saw, but I didn't have the courage to confront them, so I decided to go home. After a while, I decided to make a call to Kuzuha that night.
Huh? What the heck are you talking about? I didn't do anything nasty anyway.
She kept denying it, so I decided to show her a picture I took at the time of the incident as evidence.
What? I can't believe you took my picture secretly. Well, I don't care anyway since I'm already in a relationship with the man of my dreams.
She didn't even apologize for what she did, and in the end, we broke up. On that day, I cried heavily the whole night. I don't even remember the last time I cried like that. As I was walking along the usual route to school, my eyes fell on a senior student who stood out in front of me. Whoa, it's Tsubame. I can't believe she's there. What a beautiful girl she is. I just can't take my eyes off of her. Yeah, I agree with you guys. The name of the beautiful girl who is admired by everyone is Tsubame Aisaka. She is a senior student at the same high school as me. She has the reputation of being a girl who is gifted with beauty and talented in almost everything she does. That is the reason why it's a little overwhelming when you see her in person.
Ouch!
Hey, watch out! Then I saw her stumble all of a sudden. My body moved, and the next thing I knew, I was gripping her soft hips.
Could you let go of me?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, never mind about that.
I'm really sorry that I suddenly grabbed your hips. Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Really? Glad to hear that. Well then, I should be leaving. In the end, I was so nervous and impatient that I lost track of what was going on. I left her there and just started walking away from her. Gosh, that really was embarrassing.
Oh dear, what a kind person he was. By any chance, I wonder if he's my Prince Charming.
After that, I was in a complicated situation. I couldn't concentrate in class during the lecture because I was thinking about Tsubame a lot. Moreover, some of my friends who saw what happened were asking me so many questions. Jeez, that was a tough situation for me. When I realized it was already time to go home from school, I was about to get my shoes when I heard someone talking to me.
Excuse me, may I have a minute with you?
Huh? What? Are you talking to me? It was Tsubame, and she was preparing to go home. Why are you here?
Well, that's because I'm going home. I wonder why you were asking that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry for asking you a silly question.
Are you also going home?
Yeah, I am.
I see.
Are you alright, Tsubame?
By the way.
Yes? Did you say something?
I want to talk about what happened this morning. So do you mind if we go home together?
I didn't expect that she would suddenly invite me like that, so I was stunned. But she was serious about what she said.
Do you mind?
I couldn't refuse her invitation, so I decided to go home with her.
Anyway, thanks for helping me this morning.
On the way home, as I was walking with Tsubame on our usual path, she suddenly grabbed my hand and told me that. No worries, I just did what I was supposed to do.
You don't have to be so modest about it.
Oh, sorry about that. Somehow, I think that she's too close to me.
I see. but thank you so much. I mean, I almost fell on the road and would have gotten run over by a car if you didn't help me at that time. It's rude if I didn't do anything to return your kindness. So I thought I'd like to show you my token of appreciation.
No, you don't have to do that. I didn't do it to get something from you.
No, I insist. I want to thank you for helping me.
I was so nervous that my heart was beating like crazy. But on the other hand, Tsubame seems to have something on her mind. I know that I can't stop her, so I just kept quiet. Suddenly, she turns around and looks at me. By any chance, is she going to do something I don't expect her to do here?
By the way, I don't think you've told me your name.
Goodness heavens, I wonder why I was so nervous just by being near her.
Is something wrong?
No, everything is fine. My name is Haruhiro Ichinose. Please feel free to call me Haruhiro.
I see. So your name is Haruhiro. By the way, do you usually bring your own lunchbox every day?
Unfortunately not. I always go to the canteen and buy something for lunch there.
That's exactly what I expected. From tomorrow, I'll cook a homemade lunch for you.
I was surprised by her sudden proposal. Honestly, it was too unrealistic for me. I looked into her eyes and I could tell that she was serious by her gaze. Are you sure about what you just said?
Of course I am. For your information, I'm good at cooking.
Okay then. I look forward to eating your homemade lunch.
Got it. Well then, you'll be able to enjoy it tomorrow.
And so I watched Tsubame leave on the parting road, and despite everything, our first date of going home together came to an end. I didn't know that Tsubame was such a cheerful person. Anyway, what should I do next? The next day, Tsubame and I began our secret lunchtime meetings. A week had passed since the day I saved her, and she was still making me homemade lunch as her token of appreciation to me. And of course, today is not an exception.
What do you think about today's homemade lunch? Is it tasty?
It's very delicious.
Glad to hear that. By the way, I noticed that day that you seemed to look lonely somehow.
I didn't know that you noticed that expression on my face.
Did something bad happen to you?
Well, yeah, but it's not a big deal anyway. You shouldn't bother about that.
If you don't mind, could you tell me what happened to you?
I couldn't refuse her request since the way she looked at me was very passionate. So I decided to tell her about everything.
Gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. It must be really tough for you.
Hahaha, seriously, it wasn't a big deal.
I don't think so. It was the most horrible story I've ever heard in my entire life. She was the one who cheated on you, and yet she got mad and dumped you just like that? What a nasty woman she is.
Well, I decided to give up on her and move on, so I'm totally fine now.
Are you serious about that? You still seem gloomy somehow.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Oh, I got an idea.
Huh? What is it?
Well then, why don't we start to go out together during weekends or after school?
What? I wonder what you mean by that.
Somehow, I think that you're still a little sneaky, and I'm kind of curious about you.
What? I really don't understand what you're saying.
Just listen to me. Tomorrow is our day off, right? I'll cook you something.
I was surprised by her sudden idea again. But I know that I can't refuse her offer since she is serious about it.
You don't like my idea?
No, it's not a bad idea. It's just...
We have a deal then.
Usually she is calm and elegant, so I felt nervous when I saw her act cute like that. I decided to accept her offer. The next day, we arrived in front of the train station, which was the meeting place. Then we headed to the shopping mall together. Tsubame, you look cute in your casual clothes.
Really? I'm glad that I took more time when I picked up my clothes before meeting you today.
You really look beautiful. Those clothes suit you.
Oh, stop it! You're making me nervous. Let's get going.
Then our date began. We went to the clothing stores and then the arcade center, where we gave each other stuffed toys we got from playing with the crane game machine. I was having so much fun hanging out with Tsubame, my cute senior student. Time flew by so quickly, and before I realized, it was already dark outside. I had a great time. I don't remember the last time I laughed out loud like I did today.
You're welcome. I had a great time too, but today's event isn't over yet.
Are we going to have dinner together?
Of course we are.
What about your parents? They'll start to worry about your safety if you don't go home early.
Well, you don't need to worry about that. For your information, I live alone.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Actually, I've been through a lot of tough things. So I'm living all by myself, and you shouldn't bother about that.
Well, if you say so. We were on our way to Tsubame's house when I felt something hit my foot.
Ouch, that hurts.
Huh? Did I just hear someone say something?
Oh my...
Oh, you're not my mommy. I want my mommy.
Tsubame, I think this boy is...
Yeah, excuse me.
Huh? What do you want from me?
By any chance, did you get lost?
I didn't get lost. I'm just searching for my mommy.
I don't think there's any difference between those. I turned back to Tsubame and nodded.
We'll help you find your mommy.
Seriously? That's awesome.
Yeah, you can count on us for that.
Okay, I need to defeat the monster and get mommy back.
Monster? What are you talking about?
Mommy was kidnapped by a monster, and that's why I'm wearing this belt to gain power.
No kidding!
Tsubame stares at me with a troubled look on her face. For the sake of the pure and innocent boy, I nodded a few times before I leaned forward and spoke to him.
I'm counting on you, Haruhiro.
You know what? This lady here used to be a hero in the past.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
What? What did you...
Seriously? Why don't you try to transform then?
Transformation!
You're not transforming at all.
Gosh, help me, Haruhiro.
That was so funny.
Will you stop laughing at me? I'm not gonna do that ever again. Let's search for the boy's mother.
Eventually, along with a very flushing Tsubame, we managed to get the boy to his mother's place. Then we went to Tsubame's house, and after she shyly served me dinner, I went home. From then on, we often played together on weekends and holidays, and finally, rumors began to spread at school. Hey, Haruhiro, you and Tsubame often go home together, don't ya? What? I think you mistook me for someone else. I don't think so. I often see you guys together. Well, it's just a coincidence, and nothing special. You sound suspicious. I don't believe ya. I think you're wrong. Are you going to visit Tsubame? Just leave me alone. You're annoying. I headed to my usual spot while being teased by my friend. On the way, I was struck by a tantalizing feeling in my chest. I wonder why I'm feeling so nervous, that my heartbeats are quicker than usual. When I went to the rooftop, I saw Tsubame sitting on a bench. I could see that her expression was a little dark, so I went up to her and talked to her. Are you alright?
Oh, it's you, Haruhiro. Here's your lunch for today.
Thank you very much.
By the way, we should stop doing this from now on.
What? Are you kidding me? Then I was more surprised than ever at what she said. I understood that this was the reason for the dark look on her face, but at the same time, I wondered. I thought something was wrong, so I decided to ask her about what was bothering her. By any chance, did something happen?
What? Why did you ask that?
You're not your usual cheerful self. You look rather gloomy somehow, and there must be a reason for that.
Well...
Will you tell me what happened?
But I don't think I should bother you with this.
Oh, come on. You were doing the same thing to me last time. Please, just tell me the truth.
Well then, let me tell you about it.
When I gently urged her on, Tsubame told me everything. She told me that she is actually the daughter of the president of a famous company, and that she was restricted from making friends and having a boyfriend. She was told that after she enrolls at the university, she won't be allowed to be with a person who is not acknowledged by her family. She was encouraged by her parents to have an arranged marriage, and therefore could not be with me. She was crying during the conversation, and I couldn't stand it any longer, so I decided to give her a hug. I didn't know that you've been through such horrible things. I'm really sorry to hear that.
No, it's not your fault. But it's true that I can't be with you anymore.
Now is the only chance for me to express my feelings toward her. I love you, Tsubame. I think it's because lately we've spent most of our time together.
What did you say?
Therefore, I want to be with you.
Well, I think that's difficult.
But I know that I'm not the right person for you now.
I must say you're correct.
So, I just need to study harder and do my best. Am I right?
But you can't do that all of a sudden.
I'll definitely get into the same university with you next year. I'll study hard there and become the appropriate person for you. So, could you please wait for a while?
Yeah, sure.
And so, my study for the entrance exam began. Tsubame, who had already passed the exam, helped me a lot and watched over my studies. In no time at all, Tsubame graduated from high school, and I was able to get a grade of C or better for the mock exam.
What's up, Haruhito?
Kazuha? Why are you here?
Actually, I came here to see you. Well, I heard that you've become smarter than before, and we've been through some tough times, so I was just wondering if we can be in a relationship again.
I didn't expect that Kazuha would say that to me, so I was stunned. But Tsubame, who praised me for my hard work of studying, fought back.
Are you his ex-girlfriend?
Who the heck are you?
Haruhiro is working hard now, so could you just leave him alone?
Huh? Why don't you just shut up? It's none of your business.
You cheated on him and ended the relationship. Are you saying that you want him back now?
Oh, well, I just...
You know what? I'm serious about Haruhiro. What about you?
You're annoying.
I'm really angry now. Don't you notice that?
Yikes. I don't care.
Phew. Finally, no one is disturbing us anymore.
Wait, did you just say that you're serious about me?
That's a secret. Do your best at studying.
Despite all of that, I continued to study hard. Finally, the time came. I passed the entrance exam, which had been like hell for me. I did it! I passed the entrance exam!
You did it! I'm happy for you!
I'm nervous.
Well, it's your first time anyway.
Oh gosh, is your father a scary person?
I don't think so. Well, since he's been waiting for us, I don't think it's a big deal.
1 week after the acceptance of enrollment, I went up to Tsubame's parents' house to greet her father, who was also the president of the company. When I entered the big house, a tall and huge man wearing a suit appeared.
Are you Haruhiro?
Yes, I am.
Daddy, you should sit down since you're huge. You just scared him to death.
Really? I didn't notice that. Okay then, let me sit down and relax. I've heard stories about you from my daughter. You're thinking of being in a relationship with her, aren't you?
Yes, certainly.
I see. To be honest, I'm not very fond of you. You're from an ordinary family, and I just don't want my daughter to have such a person as her husband.
I can understand that.
But after I saw how hard you work on your studies, I changed my mind. You have my blessing to be with my daughter.
Are you sure about that?
Not so fast. I have one requirement you need to take care of.
Requirement? What is it?
You need to beat me in a car race video game.
The requirement was to beat Tsubame's father in that legendary car race video game. Seriously?
Come on, let's do it.
We started to play the car race video game, and I was surprised since I didn't expect that Tsubame's father was very good at it. In the end, I managed to win the game.
You won the game. You can get married to my daughter.
Thank you very much, sir.
Jeez, I'm not some sort of trophy that you guys can get by fighting with each other.
Then, before the summer, when I had somehow managed to get permission to get married and started studying at the university, I talked to Tsubame about our marriage certificate. I still can't believe that we're getting married, Tsubame.
I think you should call me by a more casual name.
More casual name? Like what?
Well, it's up to you to decide.
I don't think I can do that.
Why? You should just give it a try.
Oh my god, this is embarrassing.
I won't get married to you if you can't come up with a good name.
That's not fair.
Hurry up. We don't have the whole day.
Tsubame, my darling?
You did a great job. I love you so much, Haruhito.
Thank you for watching again. It would make me so happy if we could watch another rom-com story together. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. See you next time. Bye!